a new year. That means it is a new us. Not really. Cheers to 2026. Cheers 2025. There's one. And two. Good to see you guys. Hope you had a very Merry Christmas. Hope you guys had a great New Year. Keep looking at the date. I'm like, yesterday was literally New Year's. I don't know. I'm so off right now. Like, I have no idea what day it is. So, we're here. Good to freaking see you guys. Just killing off. We'll start this off. One of my favorite releases, 2025. I haven't even talked anything about my top favorite bottles of the year, but this is one of them. Mainly because it's all Army themed. So, what do you guys got in your glass? What you sipping on? What you gonna be sipping on? Tell me about the holidays, man. What y'all been up to? Who we got in here? Wilmington. Nerd! We got nerds lined up out the door, around the corner. Nerds tonight. William Miller. Happy newest year, Mega Wrench. Congratulations and cheers. Let's go! Janelle is here, of course. Very good Green River bottle. Delicious. Travis Robinson. What up, Travis? That's a freaking nerd right there. Barbecue Ed. What up, Ed? Corgi. Been missing these lives. Cheers, everyone. Cheers, buddy. I know. I was like, I'm sitting there. I finished up a run today, and I was looking at the clock. I'm like, you know what? It's Friday. And I haven't even thought about a live. I was like, I gotta go live. We gotta go do a live stream. I said, screw it. I'm throwing it up. Chris Valencia. What up, Chris? Peter. Peter White. There's Donnie. Nerds. Everywhere. Nerds. There's so many nerds. Oh, Jay Ford. Hello. Jay Ford just, hello. Hey, whack attack, Jeffrey Whack. Happy New Year. Let's make 2026 even more epic. Abso-freaking-lutely. We need to do some more picks, man. That's it. And then just more Jeffrey Whack is just always better. You know? Hello! Happy New Year's. Good to see you, my buddy Daniel. Look at that freaking nerd. There he is. That's the guy. I've had 2 so far this year. Evernorth Night Stalker 1 and Old Forester 117. What? You've had 2 what? Of your favorites or what? What is that? So I've had 2. So those are your 2 favorites? Guys, I'm lucky that I'm even like conscious right now. I was like cleaning and blowing out the garage yesterday. The amount of like dust that I inhaled, I should be dead. But the only thing I got is like my nose is itchy. So it's like I'm just doing this. Steve Samansky. What up, Steve? Freaking nerd. Erica P. Fly Fisher. Fresh cracked. What was that? Where'd that go? Where'd that go? Wow, it shot me all the way down to the bottom. Are you kidding me? Dude, it shot me way down there. Where is it? Okay, fresh cracked, a little book to celebrate the stream. Let's go. Drinking copper and cask double oak. Ooh, I mean, that's good. Is that? That's what I'm thinking it is, right? Yeah. I have a copper and cask. I haven't seen their double oak. Dang it. Look at all these wrenches. Look at all these blue wrench nerds. Dennis. What up, buddy? Nerd. Peter White says, Trev, did you hear about that hiker that was killed by a mountain lion in Colorado? You are a lucky boy. Yes. Sarah sent me that today. She's like, I'm freaking out. That's crazy. And that's literally my exact words to her was, I was like, no freaking way. And then I was like, look how close to death we were. I mean, the thing growled and pounced at us. Like, here's the thing though. I think there's two types of attacks, and I'm just making this up. So there might, this could just be, I'm known for making stuff up. I think when a mountain lion is going to eat you, or maybe even a bear is going to eat you, I think it's much more, I think that mountain lion was like, it knew what it was doing, and it was probably tracking this person down. They were by themselves, which you don't do that. But I think it was tracking the person down, and then attacked when it saw a time. Okay, and then the second attack would be like what happened to us, and we walked into each other. Like, he was probably wanting to just cross the road, and then we were on the road at the perfect time, and he was like, whoa, who was I? And then I was like, and then that was it. He probably ran off, and I ran off, So I don't think like an unprovoked, like a scared attack, I don't think they're gonna kill you and then eat you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you scared him and he's like, holy crap, and I guess it would be different too, though, if it had cubs, and then it's like, you know what, I'm gonna F you up. I'm gonna kill you because you are, I think the fact they found the hiker, the mountain lion was laying on the person, probably eating them. So I think it tracked it down. Anyway, yeah, that was freaky. Donnie says, wanted to stop in and say hi. Miss Lingus is home with wings and I'm hungry. There you go. I might mess around and enter that 5K. Bro, you're doing it. Oh, Dan's gonna do the 5K. You got to. I entered my first 5K and was like, that's it. I'm signed up. So now I'm obligated to at least do a little bit, Here's the thing. And I know it's all, what's the word, relative. So to me, it's easy to say now, it's only 3 miles. 3 miles, that's just so easy. But then it is very daunting if you've never ran 3 miles before. So you can do it though. You can run a little bit, walk, run, walk, and you'll be done. You'll get it done. Alphabet Man. Long time no see, Big T. What up, brother? Wandering Mango. Big Bourbon Guy. Happy New Year, cheers. Jay Ford. Hello. Miracle Martinez. Ancho Chili Margarita. Let's go. That sounds pretty good. I don't even know what an ancho chili is, but it sounds good. Joey Brown, what's up, Joey? Slap Shot. You up to? You're definitely doing the 5K. I'm just saying. Who are you blowing? The Garage! That's his nickname. 3 picks coming out together in the next 3-ish months, right? We'll get a few more on the books for 2026. Abso-freaking-lutely. JG877 Mashno. For New Year's, I opened up my sample of Lock, Stock, and Barrel 20-year-old rye. That sounds freaking amazing. Mountain lions don't like nerds. I think that's it. That's the only thing. I think they just saw me and was like, this guy? What is this guy doing on my trip? Idiot. If you have too much whack, you'll go blind. Never. 100 men versus 1 silverback gorilla. Who wins? Obviously, the 100 men, there's no way. You know? It also depends, though, like, how aware is the gorilla? Like, is it just confused? Like, why are there 100 dudes coming at me? And, like, what if the gorilla doesn't want to kill them? What if he's just like, what are y'all doing in here? Or does this silverback, like, know? Like, silverback knows I have to kill all of these people. Because then I'm like, I don't know. It might get him. Like, what can you do with your hands to hurt the silverback? Obviously, the eyeballs and, like, tearing flesh, but you can't, like, punch the thing to death. You have to poke at eyes and stuff. What up, Josh Fritz? Peter says, the silverback, after he tears one person apart, the others take off and flee. I mean, yeah, it all depends. Fly Fisher says, have you tried the ECBP rye yet? I hear it's pretty good. Nope. I've only been to, like, the liquor store twice this entire month. But I haven't seen it. Enjoying this bomb burgers. There you go. Jeffrey Wax says, I've done a half marathon 3 times. Maybe I can do a 4th this year. You better. You freaking better. I'm back on a marathon training plan. My hip, I feel like it's healed, knock on wood. Feels good. But I'm much smarter this time. Oh, there's that copper and cask double oak. 8-year double oak, too. Nice. I bet that crap's good. Is the Maker's Cask 7-year new or a relabel? Just got one. I have that too. I'll pour it. It's about done. It's about killed. We might as well kill it, huh? I'll grab that one next. Let me grab it. Oh yeah. Look, it needs to die. This is the one I'm guessing you're talking about. I think what they've done is, I think it's new, but come on, it's Maker's Mark. It's not like they did really anything different, if that makes sense, okay? I think most Makers, I'm fairly certain, is like 6 years old. 5 to 6. And so it's like a slightly aged. I guess they're just doing this new thing, like throwing some age statement on there. I'm all for it, you know? But at the end of the day, it's Maker's Cask strength. I have also not directly side-by-sided it to a regular Maker's Cask. They could be totally different, but I like it. I like that idea. Johnny Drum. What up, Johnny? Nerd. Slapshot says, I'm moving. I now live a minute walk from A. Smith Bowman Distillery. Nice. The apartment is in the same old factory as the distillery. Dude, that's sick. I mean, it's probably really bad for you because you'll just be there all the time. Off-topic whiskey. Cheers. Happy Friday. Got some rye going, huh? Steve Samansky wants to know, what about 100 Trevs versus one gorilla? Now, that is very unfair. One Trev versus 100 gorillas. How about that? And I still don't think they stand a chance. Just saying. Now, that does change. Dan says, the gorilla, if it has the full-blown mindset that it has to maim or kill all 100 men, I still feel like, I mean, that the odds are just 100 dudes poking at your eyeballs and stuff. Like, I think eventually the 100 men would win, but I think a full-blown, mentally aware, I gotta kill as many dudes as possible, the gorilla, it would take out several. A lot of them. This is just what I'm thinking. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. I know for a fact you've been watching some of these games. As a matter of fact, I know a lot of you people been watching these games. All games. NFL, college. What some crazy games. The games yesterday. Crazy. It's just been crazy. What a porky. Trev is all grizzly and pickled. So no taste good. The heck does that mean? Grizzly and pickled. What up, Rick? Just don't be the slowest running from a lion or a bear. There you go. Wow, 2 days in and twice to the store. I also just realized that, yeah, I haven't been there all year. Adam Hudson, I'm sipping on some Jack Daniel's Heritage Blue Label. Man, this stuff is great. Which one? Like, what is the new one? Guy in Indiana. What up, Guy? What up, Scott Moody? Let me finish this and I'll pour that, Paulo. We are finishing up the 250th. Count it. 250. U.S. Army Green River Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. 111.1 proof. Go ahead and scan that to enlist in the Army. No, don't do that. Yeah, very good. This was very good. I guess it doesn't taste so different than like their other stuff. It's not like it's just completely different. You know what I'm saying? But it's freaking good. Trev, are you having fantasies about being with 100 gorillas? No, I was hoping that someone would say Trev versus 100 men. I mean, it's a wild animal. It's not going to be lounging on the couch and get caught by surprise. I know, but like, look, an animal's an animal. You start punching it, it might just run away. Like, what are you doing? And then run away? I need to know that this gorilla is like, it can think. It knows what it has to do. What about this? I'm trying to make up a scenario. Would you rather move? So say this. There's two scenarios. Which one would you rather do? And if you win, you get like a barrel of Pappy. You have to move in a certain amount of distance. And if you make it to the end, you get it. So, would you rather move through a jungle setting with a gorilla that's sole purpose is to find you and kill you? Like, it's not just wandering through the jungle and you might know, like, he wants to find you and kill you. Let's just say you have to move 5 miles through a jungle. Would you rather be in a jungle setting with a gorilla hunting you down? Or would you rather be mountain setting, mountain lion tracking you down to kill you? 5 miles. You just got to make it to the end. What would you rather? What would you rather track you down? I'm trying to think. I don't think either. I feel like the mountain lion is better at tracking me down and killing me, but also in the jungle, like, you can't see the gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just, like, I don't even know how they see. I don't like the jungle. I think I would take my chances in the mountain. It's a different mash bill. All other shelfers, the 90 proof and full proof Green River is 30 corn, 21 rye, 9 malted barley. The 250th is 75 corn, 15 rye, 10 malted barley. Okay. Did you say the gorilla was blowing you down? It's tracking you down. Bourbon Hunter, what's up? I'll take on 100 gorditas. Just saying. Like a cheesy gordita crunch from Taco Bell? Corgi says the Toasted Jack Heritage is Christmas in a bottle. So it's the new one. You also got to think, if a dude even gets a broken arm or is concussed, he's out of the fight. Human morale would disintegrate quickly. Daniel is literally, he is thinking about this fight. Like, taking it serious, dude. Everyone wants the mountain lion, man. You can scare off a cougar. But this isn't like a... Here's the thing. This mountain lion isn't one of the... It's like the Hunger Games, right? This thing wants to find you and kill you. The gorilla's the same. I guess my issue would come down to I would I don't know how deep we're thinking about this. I guess my issue would be you have to consider yourself is gonna catch you. Okay? So your answer should be, which one would you rather try and fight off and get away from? You know? I don't think you get away from a gorilla, dude. Have you seen videos of a gorilla? I mean, mountain lions are super fast too, so I don't know. This is comparing apples to oranges, but they're both not actually fruit and they're grenades. You know? Holy crap! Ed! Holy crap! You freaking legend. Well, cheers to that. Here's a first super chat of 2026. He set off the fireworks. Now, Ed, obviously, Ed has not found the other fireworks, but we're not gonna judge him when you drop a freaking hundo. You crazy man. Ed, what you got? What do we got? What do you want? What's next? I'm killing this with Paulo. I will say about this one too, it is a bit higher proof than like a normal Maker's Cast strength. They're normally like 110, 109. So what, 1 or 2 proof points, but still. How about the Gears of War for PlayStation? That game is, I love Gears of War. I grew up playing like Gears 1, 2. Barbecue Ed. Barbecue Ed, every time I read your name too, I just, like, I want barbecue. I feel like you could make, what is your specialty? I bet you look like, I bet you make a mean brisket. What was your rank in the Army? I was a good old sham shield specialist. I was in charge of nothing and nobody. I started, you know, it's crazy. I don't even know why. This is just how my brain derails. You literally start. So if you're like in the Boy Scouts or something, right? You go into the military with like rank already. Like, there would be people fresh off the street that would already be an E4. They would be a specialist in basic training. If you went to college but you didn't enlist as an officer, you'd be a specialist. Straight off. I was nothing. You call them fuzzies because you have like a little patch here, like a Velcro patch where you put your rank, and there's just nothing. It's just a Velcro thing. I mean, it could be anywhere. ROTC, you could get rank. We had several dudes in my class who had degrees. So, but they enlisted, so they were specialists. I know Boy Scouts. There was like a guy in there who was like a freaking Eagle Scout or something, and he had rank. I think he was maybe like a private first class or something, but he got rank. Which honestly, like, it's good and bad in the sense of like rank. If you start as nothing, then your rank kind of shows how much you know. In a perfect world. What does everyone make special needs army? Trev, I always think you're special. See, now you got me all distracted. What up, Draminol? I think where I was going with, if you go into the army as like from the Boy Scouts or something, is I mean, it shows like you know how to tie ropes and do cool stuff, but it doesn't show your army knowledge. So it's kind of like, you know, you don't really know anything yet. It's a weird structure. Where's Ed? Did he ever say what he wanted me to pour? Thomas Anderson, chill. Cheers. What up, Thomas? Dude, Thomas got one mean beard. What up, Mark Immenecker? That's good. Paulo, I'm going to tell you, it's a Maker's Cast strength. Maybe a little bit better. I like it. I was tracked and chased by a mountain lion in the Sheep River Sanctuary. Pretty good adrenaline rush. Trying to run in snowshoes is a good workout. At what point did you know that you were being chased? Like, tracked? You know what I'm saying? Like, my experience was like, we just walked up, bam, it happened, and it was, oh my God, there he is, there it was, and then it was done. It wasn't some like drug gone, like, man, I feel like something following me, and then I turn around, I see him back there. You know, I think I would much rather 10 out of 10 times just stumble upon one instead of realizing I'm being tracked by a mountain lion. 4-leaf whiskey. It's January 2nd. Time to start getting ready for St. Patrick's Day. There you go. Hey, I want to get ready for St. Patrick's Day. Good to hear. Every dayer? I think so. Like, I like this. It's good Maker's Mark. You know, if you like Maker's Cask Strength, I like this a lot. Like, it's just an easy sipping, good Maker's Mark. You know what I'm saying? Full, got the cask strength makers. I think this is good. Guess it really depends too on how you feel about makers. If you feel any way like I do, it's not going to blow your socks off in any direction other than probably how much of this you will drink in a sitting. Because it's just easy, man. Stacey, good and Maker's Mark are two things I have never said together. Come on, there's no way that Star Hill Farm might be my favorite bottle of 2025. And that was Maker's, and then cellar aged? Well, come on, that is a little bit cheating. You can't, like, resort to their best stuff to say, oh, look, there is good stuff. I mean, if you don't like the other stuff, you don't even like Maker's, like, 46 cask strength. I feel like Maker's 46 is the one. Like, if you don't like Maker's, like, you gotta like that. You don't like that? I think that Maker's 7-year turns up the spice and chocolate notes. I would agree. I wouldn't have said spice, so let me see. The chocolate is a definite, for sure. I think maybe normal Maker's is a little more caramely, vanilla. This is getting a little darker. Like, that sweetness is coming from chocolate instead. Saw another channel picking Star Hill Farm in their top 5. I think it might be my number 1, but although there wasn't too many bottles I really, like, new ones I tried in 2025. It's up there. It's easily top 5. Easily top 5. Now, where I would put it in there, I don't know, maybe number 1 for me. I love the barrel bourbon. Was it 37 that's out? I always love those. I mean, those are so good. Just easy. Shoot, even that other barrel, the barrel double oaked. I didn't ever finish that video, did I? I talked about it. I talked about it in my last video. That's a good one. I'll have to think. 46 cask is the GOAT. I'm telling you, 46 is good. There we go. Look at that. What up, Roy? How you been, dude? Crushing it on Strava as ever. Oh, Ed says, do you have any Russell's single barrels? No, I'm out of all Russell's single barrels. Those are one of those bottles that I'll find one, like I'll find a pick, right? And I'm always like, God dang it, like I don't want to spend freaking $70 right now. But come on, they're so good. And I'll buy one. And then I'll get home, and it turns out that it's the best freaking pick that I've freaking had. And then that store was, you know, in another state, and I can't get it. I do that every time, man. Just good on me. Happy New Year's, Trev and everyone else. Dry January kicked off. Busy putting away Christmas, but want to stop by and say hello. Well, cheers. We're doing moist January, yeah? Moist. You know, maybe we'll take next week off. But cheers to you. Barrels for Hope Maker's Pick is really good makers. I never know, like, I've said this every time. It's so hard to know what, when you get like a Maker's Pick and they have the breakdown of how many staves and this and that. There's just no way of looking at it and just like knowing, you know? It's like there's no way you know what that's going to taste like. Loving that YouTube channel suggestion, by the way. It's good, dude. I've been watching the heck. Ever since I sent it to you, they've been popping up more and more on my feed. I've been watching them too. Oh, here the new Heritage barrel, toasted barrel. I bet that's good. A toasted Jack Daniels. Woo! I'll stick with my Dunville's 1808 Oloroso finish. Stacy over here, like, just pulling out some bottle I've never heard of that's probably delicious. What's going on with Jim Beam? Is the bourbon industry losing steam? What is going on with Jim Beam? Do we need to do a booze news? Jim Beam. Whoa. Jim Beam to pause production at Maine Distillery. Jim Beam shuts down iconic Kentucky distillery for at least a year. Whoa. Here's the thing. Forbes, is the world going sober? This is what, and I called this years ago. I think we all did, and we just didn't know what it was going to look like. The overcompensation that all of these brands did during, I would say, I don't even know if you would say COVID caused the bourbon boom. I think the bourbon was already in a bourbon boom, and then COVID happened. It was already doing this bubble, inflated bubble, right? And then COVID happened, and that bubble got even bigger, and they compensated. They're shutting down production because they have so much crap already aging. They have so much crap. You know? It's like, we have so much. Why keep producing it? I think they went all in, expecting this to not die out. And I think what's happening is all the people who jumped onto this, like, you know, I think what's happening more than people just not drinking is more of people aren't looking. There's an oversaturation of different bottles on the shelf. There's 100 different labels. And I think what I've been saying this, people are going to get tired of going to the store and like hunting and like finding new labels. Like half of the crap is the same crap in a different bottle, you know? So it's like, oh, I've never heard of this brand. It's $70. I buy it, and it turns out that it's the same exact juice as this other bottle I bought 3 weeks ago. Like, I just think there is an overpopulation of bourbon. And then people are just kind of also sick of, like, the hunt and getting that new thing. Like, stopped doing that years ago because it's dumb. A lot of it has to do with the stupid tariffs. I think there's just a lot of stuff. Like, there's many different facets as to why. And I think they all play a part in it. Planned maintenance outage. I don't know about that. Dickel slowed down production too. I think I heard that too a while back. Several Irish distilleries paused production early this summer. So it's like it's just Jim Beam is so big, so like that gets headlines. So what are you pouring now? Ed, okay, I missed Ed's suggestion. Right there. How about a pour of your favorite Elijah Craig you own? Okay. There you go. Had to find it. I have some older ones, but they're not open. So I'm going to do this one. Because it is open. And I honestly have not had this in a while. I had to look for it. It was like tucked away in the back of all of my Elijah Craigs. All right. I've had enough of that music. Stacy just told Trev that Maker's Mark can thug it. Well, Stacy can thug it. There you go. Not really. All right, let's play this right on here. I would like to do a video. We could do a video on it. What do we think? What do we think is the cause of? Why would Jimmy? Not only is Jim Beam, but why is everyone pausing production? Like, it didn't give a brief example. If it's tariffs, why would they pause production because of tariffs? Or, you know, I want to take all this input. I want to make a video on it. Because obviously I have I just think there's too much. I think they have too much already sitting in barrels. And like, these people, like when you go to tours of these places, it's staggering how many barrels that they can run through their still and put new whiskey into a barrel is crazy. How much? Yeah, I didn't really think about how much volume goes overseas. I still think though, so the tariffs also plays into what I'm saying here. They have so many barrels that are probably just sitting. And it's like, why fill up another thousands of barrels a day when we have all of these rickhouses of barrels and we can't move all of them? We can't move any of them. They're not going overseas, I guess. Now, got tariffs, they're going over there. And then people aren't a lot of this stuff is sitting on the shelf. So Why fill up more barrels when your stuff's sitting on the shelf? You have 15 different brands, different labels, and you can only rebrand. And look at Jim Beam. We should have known this was coming, because look at all of the age-stated stuff they started bringing back. It's because they're sitting on crazy inventory. They have the power to bring 8-year, 9-year, 10-year, 12-year crap out, because it's been sitting in a warehouse for years and years. They can't move it. Now they're bringing out these age statements to try and get some hype. Like, oh my God, it's freaking, age-dated old granddad. I think all of these age-dated stuff is, I wouldn't call it damage control, but they're like looking for something like, man, we got to move barrels. What can we do? Throw an 8 on there. Throw an 8 on everything. 21-year-old Knob Creek. People were paying premium prices before, so it's not price. I wouldn't think it's price either. No one put C923 in the corner. What up, Cool 62 Chev? How the heck have you been? What's everyone's pour of the year for 2025? You can include single barrel offerings. Drop them down. I think, man, I don't know. I really, really like that Star Hill Farms. I'm still waiting for Rare Breed Non-Chill Filtered. They said would be here by the end of 2025. See, I didn't hear them. They mentioned that was coming to the market. Like outside of, because the bottle I got was from Duty Free. I don't see why it was ever just Duty Free. This should have been a thing. Rare Breed doesn't need to be a thing. Wild Rare Breed Non-Chill Filtered should just replace it. It's just my opinion. I'm seeing a lot of allocated bottles available now. What is going on? It's the same thing as all of this. It's the same reason why they're stopping production. People aren't buying it. And I think a lot of allocated bottles, I've been saying this forever. They don't need to be allocated. Who says it's allocated? It's a made up thing. It's made up. Like, it's not allocated. In theory, they could make as much of it as they want. They do that on purpose to raise the supply and demand, and people buy it. Well, guess what? Now people aren't buying it because they don't freaking care. So now, what do you have? I just have some crap that people won't buy. But it says allocated on the bottle. Yeah, let me package up a turd. Let me take a poop in a box and say it's limited edition. Come on. And let's face the facts. Once you try half of the crap that they call allocated, you don't... Like, if anything, the more allocated bottles that I've tried in my life, the less... I think that's honestly what got me just to stop hunting, stop going to raffles. The more and more of the stuff that I got, the more and more I was like, there's no way that I just drove an hour to stand in line or in this crowd for 4 hours and then pay $150 for this. It's a complete waste of time, money, energy. Like, it's pointless. I mean, I don't know how many times you guys got to get burnt, but it's not a lot for me. For me just to not put my hand back on the stove, you know? Is that what you're doing on your OnlyFans, Trev? Yes. How did you... Wait a minute. You're my biggest supporter. That's a manufactured scarcity. Hey, what up, Joe Dickinson? You back from dinner? Luckily, I got the rare breed non-chill filtered from my mom when she was in London. Heck yeah. I will say, the only place that I've seen rare breed non-chill filtered was in Cancun. Like when we went to Italy, when we went to Germany, and then even the countries that I knew like I couldn't, like I wasn't gonna bring anything back. I still if I'm in an airport, I always like to just walk through the duty free just to see. And so like Amsterdam, France, I even walk through like stuff in the US like Chicago, JFK. I have only ever seen rare breed non-chill filtered when in freaking Cancun. Cancun airport's where I brought mine back from. It's the only place I've seen it. So, I don't know. What's crazy though is that you will see other bottles that are like duty-free, strictly duty-free bottles. I have seen them everywhere. So like the Jack Daniel's single barrel, it's normally 94 proof. They have a duty-free version of it. It's 100 proof. I've seen that in every store I've been to. Freaking in Italy, everywhere. That bottle's always there. Every time. Like there's not a place, and I think Jack Daniel's might have another one. Well, they do have the bottled in bond. They have the just regular Jack Daniel's. It's not the special one. It's just regular Jack Daniel's bottled in bond. Not whatever that other bottle's called. They have those there. But I think you can get those outside of duty free. I think you can get those in military. Like on the air base and stuff. Go pack up Christmas. Nerd. Must stand in line for the Wellas. The Travelers. And I'm sure you're not talking about the Arkansas Travelers. That's what they call that bottle's called, like the Traveler Edition, isn't it? What percentage of the Angel's Envy 10-year-old cast strength bottles are gathering dust at $250 a bottle? Probably a lot. That's crazy. 10 years old? And this is what I think is going to cause even more of a disruption with Jim Beam closing, or not closing, but shutting down production. I don't think you're going to not see their bottle. It's not like their bottles are going to disappear on the shelf. They have so much backlog. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think you're going to notice a difference. But look how many bottles of Jim Beam is 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, 12 years. $50, $20, $60. $250 for a 10-year-old bourbon is... That brand should be out of business. Freaking Old Forester putting out a 10-year at $120 is crazy. That's crazy. But $250? That shouldn't be a thing. In this market, in this day and age, should not be a thing. I mean, that's crazy, dude. Eagle Rare. Baker's 13. Michter's 10. Michter's 10 is expensive. Luxury bourbon brands are over for sure. I don't think they'll ever be over, but I think you'll see a lot less of them. There's just no way you can survive. I think they're just gonna stop, you know? Russell's 10 is an amazing bottle. 10 years old, cheap. There's no way, dude. I can't speak for Angel's Envy 10 year because I've never tried it. But come on, sometimes they always say don't judge a book by its cover. Well, guess what? Sometimes you freaking can. There's no way it's that good. Period. I'm like 99.7% sure it's not. Jim Beam will still be producing at their Boston location in the Freddie Booker No Craft Distillery. Yeah, it's not. I think it's just more. What's more shocking is like someone as big as Jim Beam being like, "Yeah, we're halting production." I think it brings more light onto the issue of why. Why are they doing it? And it's, if anything, it's good. It's for the better. Yeah, it's for the better. Maybe. I don't actually know. Like, we don't know what's gonna happen. They could be updating their distilling and bottling process to be more current. I actually didn't read any of the articles, so I don't know what they say. I'm sure Jim Beam hasn't said anything other than we're stopping production. Nerds meetup. We got to get that back on the docket. We got so many great ideas for it. It's just like doing it. And we've been saying that for years. We don't need a field. We still have the field, Piper. I mean, I guess we could also just do a distillery, huh? I could rent out Rocktown. We could do a 5K bourbon run. Now that sounds fun. Waivers are a must. You know how many people would die? It could be a bourbon 5K. You don't have to run the 5K, right? So, Jesus, I forgot this song's on here. This thing is hard. I think I'm gonna let it play. So during our bourbon 5K, there's hydration stations during these races, right? Like you run by and people hold out this cup and you just throw the water in your mouth and hope it goes in your mouth. Bourbon. Malort. Even better. Random Malort. So you don't even know what you're getting. You don't even know what you're doing. Someone holds out a drink. It could be Pappy. Could be Malort. Mr. Mom. I sampled 2 different Old Forester President choices in a Jack Daniels Tanyard Hill 2 weeks ago. I preferred the tenured hill. I believe that is the correct answer, too. Can all of us 60-plus old mother effers do the 5K? Can you walk? Even if you can't walk, freaking someone will push you. What are you talking about? Trev, you doing a charity stream? Well, I don't have one on the books because the original plan was to do my charity stream around the time of the St. Jude Marathon, which I was not able to run. So, we will do one, though. I have some bottles to get rid of, okay? I'm trying to, clear out some stuff, and I got some good ones. Send out samples? Of what? Trev, I got to try the pumpkin spice Malort. Look this up. It's not on their website. They do have an advent calendar. Maybe we do that next year. Here it is. It doesn't look bad. Bottle kill. It looks like apple cider. Right? If you handed that to me and it said bottoms up, Trev, I'm taking it. But then there's no way. Ezra Brooks, 99 cask finish. $20 a bottle? This is a cheap little gem. Not that good. I mean, it's fine. But it's $20, 99 proof, finished. Finished in port. It's nutty. Not very porty. What up, DMC? Sugar Kitty! Bottles to get rid of. Have you ever considered the New Jersey disposal site specifically designed for the purpose? Address available on request. No, it's to raise money for charity. I ain't just giving you my bottles. I know that you run New Jersey disposal site. Crazy. You're the owner. Trev's waiting to trap a bear and a lion for the Nerds meetup. Guys, you won't believe what game we're playing. We start on this side of the field, and we got to run to the other side because a mountain lion that I caught is chasing us. Basically, we're building a mini coliseum in the field. Whoa, that's new to me too, man. There's a lot of booze. We might have to film some videos. That's news to me, Dennis. Your thoughts on Sazerac changing early times bottled and bond to $7.50 but keeping the price the same? So for those of you who don't know, which I feel like everyone in here knows, early times bottled and bond has always been 1 liter. Big old boy. Little thick boy. Not real big, but like thick, you know what I'm saying? 1 liter, $16. It depends on where you're at. We get it for $16 here. Cheap, cheap, cheap. So they're changing. Where did you see that? How do I find that? How do you know? Like, is it just like maybe the bottles are already $7.50? It's a great pour for that price. I totally believe Dennis. I don't think they would mention that. I don't think they would write and publicly say anything. I think they're just gonna it's just gonna be $7.50, and it's gonna be like, well, what the freak is this? Let's face it. It's for $16 for a liter it's always been a steal. You know what I'm saying? It's always been. I never want to be that guy of man, this is too cheap. So dropping it down to $7.50 but keeping the price the same, I think doing that is better than them increasing the price but then keeping it at a liter. Just because people, at the end of the day, honestly, I think people care more. They care more about what they're paying, the price of it. To be honest, it's the same exact thing. If either way they did it, I think keeping the price lower though, psychologically keeps people less mad. I think raising the price of anything, people are like, what are you freaking doing? So come on, it's still $16. So they took, what, 250 milliliters from me? I would be... Make sure they don't change anything else. You know what I'm saying? I will say this, though. Let me, now that we're talking about it, let me say this. I have not liked early times bottled and bond anywhere near as much as I used to. I honestly think the acquisition when Sazerac got it, I think, they used the same stocks for a little bit and you didn't really notice anything. I notice it now. I'm telling you, dude. I don't really care. Tony Bag of Donuts said, just sell me all the black caps left out there and I'll be happy. I'm telling you, man. The black cap wasn't even close. It's so much better. And for a while there, I was like, man, it might still be fine. I think the black caps, all the old juice has run its course. And now it's new stuff and it's just not the same. It is correct. It is true. So this is, not only is it going to happen, it has already happened. So they changed the bottle too. A little more square bottle. Yeah. I do like the bottle. I like that they did that. So it's not a joke. Chris Ludwig had it. It's a one-off thing, no lie. What do you mean it's a one-off thing? Hey, what up, Tony? Trev, sending a toast to you for Buster. Tim, I highly appreciate that. We had one heck of a Christmas, man. Just it was like one thing after the other. Saw a post on Facebook. The Cat's Eye was trying to sell 3 barrels of 20-and-a-half-year-old Dickel on Facebook today. Well, dang, Gene didn't message me. I want that. What up, Viper Candy? Sneaking in here. Barbecue Ed says, I'll barbecue them, though. I'm guessing Ed was talking about a barbecue mountain lion. I would try it. I would try it. 49er fan Matt. Trev, on vacation with the family, but popping in to say hi. Hope you and the family are well. Looking forward to a great 2026. Where you at, man? That is interesting. Flyfisher says, Ed, do you barbecue wild game? What's like the wildest game you have barbecued? Gorilla? It might be good. I mean, it's probably hard to get. You can't just go get some mountain lion. Yeah, I got it at the local Whole Foods up there. Fresh mountain lion. Steaks. Freaking no. I have enough older early time bottled and bonds to last me for another lifetime. No way. Shut up. I have one. I have one black top left, bro. Like, I don't want to open it. You know, maybe it's like I wanted to save that for a rainy day. You know, just like, man, F this. F it. You know? I'm down to the last one, and I just know I'm going to love it. I had several of them, and that was my thing. I would be like, man, I got 4 or 5 of these. Open one up, drink it. Then I'm like, man, I got 3 or 4 of these. Yeah, now I can't say that. Get some gorilla jerky? Whatever, Roman. I would try a 20-year-old Dickel. Actually, now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever had any Dickel whiskey ever. I probably need to get a 15-year-old bottle of it, hopefully the bottle of the bond. Dude, I'll be honest, man. I'm talking about this a lot, but the 8-year Dickel bourbon, I think is a... You know, you guys might hate it. But this thing, to me, this bottle... Okay, we're not doing that. Why do you type in Dickel 8-year and like this is there? Dickel bourbon, man. It's like $25. It's good. Like, I drink the piss out of this stuff, man. Like this, I think this is, if you've never had any Dickel, dude, start here. Start here. Like, don't get any of their other ones. Don't get don't get this. Whatever this is, don't get that. I don't even know what that is. Don't get that. Get this one. and go from here. Then, I say from here, then, there was a huge stigma on Dickel Bottled and Bond, the blue label. That was a very specific one. That was many years ago. You won't get that one anymore. Dickel Bottled and Bond. These blue label ones. These things. Dang it. Okay? These ones. Dickel Bottled and Bonds. Look, it'll say right here on the side. This one says aged 13 years. Right here on the side. So you can see which one it is. Very good. And they're pretty cheap. Sub 50. Okay? It's good. I'm sorry. I think a lot of us are stuck on the Flintstone Vitamin. I think it was a Dickel 11 year many years ago. Terrible. Like, it was bad. It was freaking Flintstone hard. A hard Flintstone. That's not good. Okay? The ones I've tried, phenomenal. Phenomenal. So, there you go. I would definitely try those. Especially that Dickel 8 year, dude, it's freaking good. You know, that's all I'm saying. Tennessee Limestone. Trev loves the Dickel. Love the 13-year-old. The new bottles are now 12 years. Yes, I saw that at the store. Yeah, last time I went to the store, the new one dropped. 12-year. I haven't tried it. I almost got it. I'll get it. I'll get it next time. What up, Paul? Paul P! 15-year-old single barrel. Now, I will say, too, if you can find some of those, like, Dickel store picks, they're up there, man. $60. The proofs on them are wild, though. I think the highest they go up to, it's weird, right? It's like 100, it's like 104, 102, something weird. But then they go, like, they'll put out a 15-year-old 80 proof pick, you know, like, stay away from the 80 proofers. But some of those 50, it's around 50 proof. Like Peter White's saying, it's around 50. Those are really good. Grossly underestimated the weather in the Keys. 56 in shorts and flip-flops. Hey, Tony. Cry me a river, dude. You're in the freaking Keys, man. What is that? That's cold. Are you cold? I guess it's cold for the Florida Keys. I had that Flintstone Dickel years ago. I will try a newer variant with a friend who's a Dickel fan. I'm telling you guys, it's much better than what y'all had. I promise you. I feel like a lot of us got burnt by that and we just wrote it off. Like, dude, F Dickel, man. That's so gross. It's not. Come on. Put some Dickel in you guys. Come on. JG. I don't even know how he did that so fast. He got me. I don't know, man. I'm thinking I'm taking the mountain lion. I mean, just look at a gorilla, dude. I ain't doing it. What's next? I guess I can find a, let's find a low bottle and kill it. I have so many that just need to die. There's one. Like, look, I just keep this. You know? Why? Bottom shelf in the back. Back there? You want back here? Bottom shelf in the back. Now give me a minute. Mountain Lion coming. Is that a bottle of Jim Beam Black in your hand? Yeah. Oh yeah, the ECBPs are pretty low. Oh dang. Matt, after our puppy suddenly passed, we decided to go to Maui. We're at a hotel chilling after going whale watching. Well, shoot, man. I hate to hear that. Let's freaking raise up a glass. I'm glad you guys just get out, get your mind off it, man. Maui. Where is Maui? Oh, that's in Hawaii. I guess I don't really know my geography that much. Well, that's not a bad place to be, brother. I freaking hate to hear that, bro. Yeah, let's raise a glass to Matt, to Matt's pup. And while we're at it, raise a glass to our little Buster Beans. We lost right before Christmas, so. Butterbeans. To the 49er fan pup. Freaking hate it, man. Absolutely hate it. I'll be in Waikiki. What the freak is Waikiki? Yeah, you have no idea how far away I live from this, okay? Trev, don't speak Hawaii. I just want to show you. Whoa, hold on. Oh no. What is happening? Okay, it's back. There we go. I'm just saying, this tiny little island and I'm here. You know how far away that is? Did Trev not know where Mount... Do you think I'm going Hawaii? I can't afford to go to Hawaii. I just want to let y'all know something. I don't know if y'all knew this. It's cheaper to go to Europe than it is to go to Hawaii. At least for me. I'm just saying. That might blow your mind. It's a cheaper trip. Hawaii ain't on my radar, brother. I can't get there. Still enjoying the Canes whipping up on Ohio State. That was a good one. That was a good one. Paul P, shut up, dude. Here we go. This is the real photo. Boyd Mason Lake, 1995. I thought you had vanished. Totally disappeared from my feeds. Good to see you again. We're back, brother. Boyd Mason Lake, 1995. One of the best years on the planet. Name me a better year. I'm waiting. I don't think I'm going to Hawaii either, but I learned all 50 states, including the islands of Hawaii. You grew up in a Somali learning center? I mean, yeah. I didn't think that. I don't know why that's such a dig at me. What's wrong with it? Hey, 49er fan. Matt. 1. 49ers looking good this year. I don't even like the 49ers. But they looking good, man. They looking good. You know that game. You know Matt was losing his shit that whole game. I just know you were. But what a good game. Go Bears. I'm liking the 49ers. Go enjoy the pool. The pool's way better than Trev. I mean, come on, it's January 2nd and y'all are chilling by the pool. Going to be rooting for Arkansas football. Old football got a job on the coaching staff. The coach? Who's the new... You're telling me... Old football. I'm guessing you meant old football coach. We did get a new... Who? Forget who we got. I just don't even keep up with our team. They suck. Ryan Silverfield. Oh, he came from Memphis. Is that who you're talking about? What the heck is going on? Ben, Demon Hunter, Filipino learning centers destroy Somali learning centers. But hey, I'm extremely biased. What the freak is a Filipino or a Somali learning center? What is that? These are things? What is a learning center? It's not a thing around here, so I don't know what y'all are talking about, bro. Bill's Mafia, huh? Hey, Paul P. Would you be... I gotta show you something. Oh yeah, here it comes, Paul. Not what you expected, was it? Sorry. I love me. Now they will lose. Crap, you're right. You are correct. I do. We love... Look. I got my Browns jerseys. I got my Ravens jerseys. I love the Ravens. I go for the Browns. Okay? But I just love football. I love watching the Bills, man. Josh Allen. I love him. They gotta pissing me off right now. We'll see. Broncos? I don't hate the Broncos, JG, but I just don't think they are it. There's no way. We'll see. I say no way. Very well could be a way. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think so. They haven't won a dominant game in the entire year. It reminds me of the Chiefs season where it's like they almost lost every game. But then again, at the end of the day, almost losing means you did win. And winning is all that matters. Is that Mrs. Wrench jersey, or did you buy a schmedium? No, it's freaking... I'm not even flexing! I bought this one for me. Hers, I got her... This might blow your mind, too. I bought her a Buccaneers jersey because she loves Vita Vea. I'm looking at getting her a Dawkins jersey in the Bills. They're like these like big old... Have you seen Dawkins? Bills. Dawkins. Dion Dawkins. She loves this guy. He got a big old belly. She loves this guy. She's like, oh, look how cute he is. This big old dude. Yeah. Oh my God, Dennis. Actually saying this is painful, but y'all did just beat my Steelers 16-3. We couldn't do shit versus y'all. Here's my thing, Dennis. There's two things I have to say. One, let's get the first and foremost. I don't think the Steelers are good. I think they are the most mediocre team. And I think they prove that all the time. They're like the perfect 9-8 mediocre. They're not bad, they're not good, they're just there. Every time. They lose against teams they shouldn't lose against, and they win against teams they do, and but they're never dominant. Second, though, I think I hate Aaron Rodgers more than the Steelers themselves, because I think the dude is just so up his own butt. I think, and let me throw this out there and see if you agree. I think he was so caught up, he did not want his name attached to Myles Garrett's sack record. He didn't want the record to be set on him. He didn't want his name to be in the history book for being the guy who was sacked for Myles Garrett. Final record-breaking sack. They were so focused on that they lost the freaking game. I think he was more concerned about that than winning. I think he was like, oh, well, here comes Myles Garrett, gotta throw it. And was just throwing it to freaking nothing. You know, instead of trying to make a play, it was like, obviously no one wants to get sacked, but when that is in the front of your mind, instead of, I got to do the best pass possible, is the front in your mind, you know what I'm saying? You're going to take some sacks, but you're going to have some sick throws. He was like, no, I can't get sacked. Not getting sacked. Which came above everything else. And that's why they scored freaking no points. They could not move the ball at all. I think it was him. I think he's just so arrogant that he didn't want his name attached to it. Here's my thing. I don't want someone to be like, I'm going to give you the record. You got to earn it, right? But if you watch the interviews, so the Browns play the Bengals Sunday. I think he's going to get the sack record one of two ways. They interviewed Joe Burrow about, what do you think like they basically asked him about the sack records on the line and like it'll be on you. His response though is like, it's why people like him and people don't like Aaron Rodgers. He was like, oh yeah, I mean, friggin', I'm not gonna give it to him, but like, I'm just gonna play the game, and if he sacks me, it's gonna be awesome. Like, he was so fun about it, and Aaron Rodgers is like, he ain't sacking me. Absolutely zero chance. Just the dude is so, it's like he doesn't want his name to be attached to that. I don't know. I think it's silly. Watch that game. Rewatch it, knowing that the sack record was on the line, and watch how they play. I mean, I'm sure they play like crap half the time anyway, but it was blatantly like the dude was scared of getting sacked. He was not about to do that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm trying to play devil's advocate and not be too mean. I mean, I wouldn't want the sack record to be on me either, but I don't know. That was different, bro. Dude was different. I love the Steelers, but can't stand Rodgers, the arrogant prick. Rick. Literally my favorite words. Yeah, Willow, Ms. Wrench is home tonight. They're in there on the couch. She got her medicine. Next! We need another low bottle, huh? Some of these are low, but they're like enough, like they're too much, like they'll get you jacked up. I like the really low ones. All right, I found one. Here we go. We got two. Look how low this one is. It's like, why do I keep that? Nelson Greenbrier. Here's a fun one. This is what Belle Meade. They went to this. They're bringing Belle Meade back. So that's what happens. Cancel culture was there for a year or two, and now it's cool to be the edgy guy. Now it's cool to have Belle Meade. This is dumb. This is why you don't change. It doesn't matter. If someone gets pissed at you for something dumb, don't change, because guess what? Blend them? Here, let me take a little sippy sip. What up, Donald Rance? No, Paul-P. There's no oxygen in my room. Can't be oxidized. Paul-P is like, that doesn't even make sense, Trev. You're the dumbest person I know. Some more whiskey. Final version. Okay. There we go. Pappy Barrel Marathon. And it's a 5K. It's not a marathon at all. Now my only issue, JG, like, dude, come on. I have pecs, bro. I take 45s on a ride on the incline, and I got... Come on. You gotta give me some chest, bro. Put that same picture back through AI and say, this dude bench presses. I still say we need one with a mankini. I really like Belle Meade. Glad to hear it's coming back. I am like fairly certain I saw them post that they got the Belle Meade back. Their website's up, Belle Meade Bourbon. So it's the classic in the barrel strength coming back. I'm telling you, it's coming back. As it freaking should be. Belle Meade is back in Nashville. Good. It should have never left. Just stupid crap. It's the same thing as them changing all of the freaking names of military bases. Fort Benning went to Fort Moore. Well, guess what? It's Fort Benning again. Quit with the crap. It's Fort Benning. Quit looking for things, man. Did they bring them all back? I'll be honest, I didn't even know exactly what all was changed. Because I don't call them by their new name. Like Fort Bragg's Fort Bragg, Fort Benning's Fort Benning. I never called it Fort Moore. Fort Carson. You know, it's like what I knew them as when I was in is what they are. So yeah, well, Tony, the Belle Meade, even when, what am I trying to say? Belle Meade did have MGP right before they stopped it. So the original Belle Meade was MGP, and then they switched to their own juice. And that's when it went from, they made it a single proof point. It was like 108.3. So like Belle Meade used to be, it was like handwritten on there, like a certain proof. But then they switched to their own distillate, and it was like a set proof point for the cask strength, or just whatever, I guess just Belle Meade. And then right after that, you're telling me? So Travis, so I'm wrong. So even the 108. Here's my thing, Travis. This is what I'm trying to say. They came out with 108.3 or whatever. Let me look. Here, I have both of them. So they had this. This is the OG. This is like old school one. And then they went to this. It was like a standard proof. Travis says that was still MGP. I was gonna say, I thought that they just carried over the 108.3 to the Nelson Bro stuff, but it's not. It's close, but it's not. So, Belle Meade's MGP, this is their own stuff, and then now they're bringing Belle Meade back, but it's still their own stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, man. That being said, we're learning. I think their own stuff's good. I never disliked their stuff. It's pretty good. Okay. Okay, I got you guys. Word up, nerd. What up, Joe? Do push-ups. The more, hey, we all learn here. I will say Nelson Greenbrier Distillery is one of my favorite distillers I've been to. It's small. But I showed up. I mean, dude, this was years ago. I showed up for a tour. And I walked in. And there was this huge group of people. I mean, there was like 30 people on this tour. And I'm like, I mean, I could barely find a parking spot in this place. I'm like, holy crap. And I walk up and I'm like, hey, I'm here for a tour. I was like, I want to do a tour. And he's like, okay, like, meet me over here in like 10 minutes. I was the only dude on the tour. It's like everyone else, like everyone showed up and went on this one tour. And then it was me with one guy. He was like, dude, it was so fun. He was like, he would like be telling me stuff, and I'm like, he's like, what is the primary grain of bourbon? I'm like, it's freaking corn, dude. I know this stuff. So he's like, okay, what part of this tour do you actually want to see? So I told him, and then he was like, hey, let's just go back to the freaking bar, and I'll let you just try like everything. And I'm like, okay. And he was pulling me down like their the honey. It was a honey, like the honey, the Belle Meade honey. I mean, the dude just did, I mean, he poured me things he wasn't supposed to pour, but it was like just me. It was crazy. Great tour. Great tour. David Goldman! Holy freaking crap. Who let this guy in here? What are you up to, Gold Sack? I don't know why I called you that. I have no idea. Your sack is not gold. I've seen it. Well, I've seen pictures of it. I haven't seen it in person, but... He's got a sack. I don't know. And I've seen his... why are we talking about his sack? How's the hip, Trev? Tony. It's... I don't want to, like... It's healed, bro. I've been running. I'm getting... Like, I'm back on a plan. And I've had zero problems out of it. I am taking it much more serious this time. Like, my stretching. You know, David Goldman stretches me out often. But, like, strength training, like, I am, like, that ain't happening again, brother. Ain't happening. But I ran 5 miles before the stream. Felt great. Felt great. Zero pain. Zero. Here's the back of the label of... So this is the new Belle Meade. It does look different too, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it's totally different. All the... Like, they completely changed everything about it. Distilled in Kentucky and Indiana for Belle Meade spirits. Wait, that's the new one? Here's my thing. I don't really need time warming up. Like I can literally just put on my shoes and, like, go run. And be fine. It's the after So like when I'm done and like the hours after, and then even the next day, like I really have to stretch and like I have to do hip mobility, which is weird. Like I literally lay on the floor with like a little band and like flap my legs. No worries, my sack has been said to have golden hue. I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, the photo that I saw was they're kind of glistening. I don't know if that was like sweating or the golden hue. I don't really know. I didn't ask too many questions. I just looked. Kentucky and the new Bell Mead is Bardstown Bourbon Company. I mean, what are we thinking? Like, are we liking the new Bell Mead? We liking it? I mean, Travis, you can drop all this knowledge on us, but all I care about, I don't care where the freak it comes from. Is it good? And then we can start talking about where it's from. If it's bad, then I don't even care. Then let's move on. It's good, and it's a bonus that Constellations doesn't own it. There we go. I trust Travis. Having never met Travis, I would have given him... I mean, he was pretty trustworthy. Like, he seemed like he knew his stuff. Maybe 70%. You know, just because I can't go too high. But after meeting Travis, 100. What Travis says, I just trust. I mean, the dude just knows everything. Like, random crap. Like, how do you even know that, Travis? He knew the people that we were eating dinner with people. He knew them or something. I don't know. I mean, the dude just knows everything. I don't know how. So if he says it, if Travis says something, you just believe it. And then ask questions. Have you had an x-ray? I did not x-ray it. I have access to an x-ray machine. But I just knew my issue wasn't bone related, so I wasn't gonna just like shoot my penis with x-rays. So it's better now. It was definitely an overuse injury. For a while there, I was starting to question my life, but how are you doing, Paul? Ben, time to pick up our oldest from volunteering at our local hospital. Well, that's cool. Volunteering at the hospital, huh? That's wild. As long as they're not volunteering for David Goldman Golden Ballsack. Joe says, what's the craziest thing you've seen on X-ray? There's only one story I have. There's only one. Like, I've seen a lot of crazy stuff, but it's like crazy breaking bones or stuff. There is one story I got with an X-ray. And here's the thing. I did not take this. This was a picture that was shown to me by the ER doctor. So I didn't see, like, this was not anyone that I saw. I didn't do the X-ray. I didn't know this was, I don't even know where this was taken. Let me build up some tension. It's pretty good. It's pretty wild. Just got x-rays this morning. Dang, that plate is cold. What plate? What x-ray did you get? I don't use no plates, bro. What do you mean that plate is cold? Have you tried Kegel exercises? The film plate, I mean, did your x-ray, like, they don't, where did you get this done? It's old school, bro. Like at my work, you come into my x-ray room, you're not feeling a cold plate. I mean, you have to deal with me. Chest, shirt off, had to lean against the white alignment plate, ice cold nips. They made you take your shirt off, bro? Bro, I'm just gonna tell you right now, bro. For one, I haven't done a chest x-ray since, like, x-ray school. It's the most common x-ray on the planet, but we don't do them. But man, they make you take your shirt off? Dude, I don't make people do anything. I'm like the coolest. I'm the dude in there like, hey, come on in here. I don't make them do crap. Oh, the decal. Yeah, some of that can show up. You probably had some sort of like military shirt on or something. It had like gold on it or something. That makes sense. I only notice it, Paul, with women. Women will come in with these shirts and they have like the beads. Like they'll have like little pearls or something like on the shirt. And that crap shows up. It looks like they got a disease. Like you take an x-ray, it's like all these like perfect circles all in their chest. And I'm like, ma'am, you gotta take your shirt off. Like, why do you wear that here? There we go. There we go. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's literally me. What's crazy is, like, that's my exact body. That's insane. AI just knows me. Oh yeah, I'm saving that one. That's crazy. My daughter is a radiology tech. I may have seen some weird stuff. Joe, wait, your daughter is one too? Yep, I told AI to lie. AI, make this up. Okay, here's your story. Here's your story. Craziest thing I've seen on an x-ray. So, this was before I was even an x-ray tech. When I worked in the ER, one of the ER docs, some of you, I've definitely told this story. One of the ER docs showed a picture of the x-ray that, I guess, it does involve the rectum. This person it was an entire Yankee candle stuck in someone's rectum. Guys, a Yankee candle is like this big. So basically, I bet you I could just Google Yankee candle anus x-ray. It's gonna pop up, I promise you. Something similar. Okay, this is a fake photo, but this is literally it. This is very much what it looked like. I promise you. I promise you. Like, I saw it with my own eyes. It was like this. So this is like a pelvis x-ray, right? And then like the anus is, I mean, here's a history lesson. Here's your anus back behind everything, and it goes up. Now the picture was not this. It was like upside down. So it wasn't this part. It was this part went up. It wasn't not this shape. The picture that I saw was not this shape. Candle, but this just shows you exactly what it looked like. Like, this is what it, great idea. It kind of looked, yeah, it kind of looked like that. Like, this is like a side view. It kind of looked like that. I don't even know what that is. Rectal foreign bodies. I don't even know what that is. You see some crazy stuff, man. Trev, how'd you get a Yankee Candle up there? I have no freaking idea. One ER doc to the other. Hey, it's really quiet right now. How about, for fun, we show that awful x-ray tech that Photoshop x-ray? No, this was a real one, bro. I promise you. It was a real one. It wasn't any of these. It was a real photo. Because it didn't look like... It did not look like this. This is just the closest thing I could find to it. Where it was like a perfect... So the candle that they had up there was like a cylindrical one. See how this one has like a curve and then the top? No, it was like just a normal... Like, it just cut this part off right here. Like right here. It was like, slice it. It was just like a cylindrical one. That's what it was. Not good. Not good. Those look like animal x-rays? No, this is a human. This is your hips. This is your hip joint. This is your pubic symphysis. This is your rami. Here, I wasn't even showing it to you. Pubic symphysis. Here's your hip joint. So when people say they have hip pain, they're most often not talking about this. They're pointing to their butt. But this is your hip joint. This is your ASIS. Anterior, inferior, iliac crest. This is your spine. This is your lumbar. This is L5 right here. This little cavity, I don't know. Your rectum goes through there. There's like nothing in there. Like, this is your butthole back here. Like, think of it depth-wise. So up front, right here, would be, I don't know, your penis. And then go backwards, like, through you, and then is your butthole. And that's why it's showing up right there. Yeah, your bladder is in here. This right here is the bladder. Look at this thing. This is a bladder getting pushed up by this thing. So that's your bladder. Yeah, this is this is wild. Come on, I'm like dude, I take x-rays every day. I'm basically a radiologist that doesn't know anything. Let's pour some Belle Mead. Dude, I could talk x-rays all night. These are not animal x-rays, bro. What if we just typed in crazy x-rays? Hold on. It's not even possible. How do you get a candy cane up there? Now that's an animal. That's a dog or something. That's a dog. That's not real. That's fake. Do you think he used lube? That's a fun one. Scissors in the face, that's real. This is real because I've seen this exact thing. Okay, not exactly. A knife. I've seen a knife through the throat. But this is real for sure. I mean, that's a perfect sinus like you can see this is the sinuses. Which is crazy how they got that so good. Like, that's a sinus x-ray. And here's your eyeballs. And then here's your nose. So here's your, like this dark spot is your maxillary sinuses. Here's your frontal sinuses. So if you ever get a frontal headache, you ever get a headache right here, it's this little cavity. Yeah, it's getting inflamed. But then this dark spot is your maxillary. So up in here, you ever get headaches? If you got allergies, it's big time. But yeah, this went straight. I don't know. You'd have to see the side view, which would be maybe this one, to see where it went through. Or it could be that one. Here's the front view and here's the side view. That's a fake photo. Because it's the same knife angle. The knife didn't change. It's fake. Yeah, that's someone who got stabbed right here. I promise you, they got stabbed right in the cheek. What up, Biking Bourbon? How can you tell the stripes on the x-ray? What do you mean, stripes? What do you mean by that? We see this quite often. I mean, that's normal. I mean, it's not normal, it's terrible, but this is fake. That's fake. That actually isn't fake. It's just a person who is bad. There's an arrow through the face. That's real. Went right under the nose. Missed everything. Chainsaws can be life-changing. The candy cane one. Oh, stripes on the candy cane x-ray. Yeah, where did the stripes come from? I will say, weird things show up on x-rays, so like, I'm more saying this is fake because you can't get a perfectly, I mean, come on. That can't go up your butthole without bending. Easy as that. Like, this is just photoshopped. Like, they just put this up in there. That cannot happen. That does not happen. Can't do it. Now, the stripes, that crap can happen. It's weird. I don't know. But you can't get a full intact candy cane up your bowl. You can't do it. You can't do it. Not that I've tried. No, here's the issue. The issue is that this point right here bends. When you shove this up a little tight orifice, that crap, this bends this way. Because the pressure is going. I mean, I guess this could happen. I just don't think so. I think this is photoshopped. And it just so perfectly placed. Just so perfectly placed. Right in the middle, huh? I mean, that's all the way up, dude. I mean, that's deep. That's right at the cusp. It might be, now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm saying that, it might be real. Like, that's at the cusp. Like, that's about as deep as it can go. Huh. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. It's not my butthole. Tiller. Could be bending. I step away for 15 minutes, and this has devolved. Here's a good one. That's what I was thinking. What I was thinking when I said crazy x-rays, it was going to be this. Not freaking things up buttholes. That's a good... That is good. That's crazy. That's a good one. That's very good. I mean, that just broke all of this. Dislocated it, and then just broke the surgical neck right over here. That's terrible. Yeah, this right here, dislocated, broke, and then broke here. This is someone sitting with their legs up on the dash, and then they like crashed. I mean, this whole thing right here is broke and dislocated. I don't know what this is. I mean, that's like part of the femur. I don't know what that is. That's weird. This is weird. But yeah, this is... That needs surgery. This probably would... Well, it makes me think that this is this part of the bone. Like, that broke off. I don't know what they would do with that. We could put that back in place, but this is the problem. It broke right here. Here's a good one. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you call this? On a scale of 1 to 10. What would you call this? Right here. Wilmington, I don't need to know what kind of fracture. I just 1 to 10. How bad would you call this? Five. Damn, I should have. X-ray shoulder getting a replacement in 2 weeks. Doc said one of the worst you've seen. Tim, you getting a shoulder replacement? You realize, Tim, I don't know how you guys do it there, but you can take a picture with your phone. It's your X-ray. Araceli 2729. Trev, are you a Bills fan or just an overall fan of the NFL? I would say that I am more of a fan of the Ravens. I'm also a fan of the Browns, but I'm a big fan of the NFL, and that's why I got the Bills jersey. I love the Bills. I'm from Arkansas. I have no allegiance. Ravens for sure. Like, I will fight you over the Ravens. Okay? I love them. But I also love the Browns. And I just think the Bills are like, come on, we're due. I just love watching the Bills. I have no allegiance. They're fun to watch. Josh Allen. Come on. F the Browns. Let's go Steelers. Bro, the Browns whipped your ass. We spread them cheeks like it was nothing. Well, thanks for repping my team. Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going for the Bills. Like, at this point in time, here's my problem. Here's my problem. How confident are we in the Bills right now? Is it Eric Ellis? Or is it Aracelis? Or is it Ari Kellis? What are we thinking? I mean, let's face the facts. The Browns whipped the shit out of the Steelers. So if the Browns could beat the Steelers, the Ravens should beat the Steelers. Am I right? Now here's the thing with the Bills. How confident are we? They are all over the goddamn place. I think Josh Allen, man, dude, I don't know. Mother ever is. The dude just got married. Like, is his head so far up some poon right now that he ain't playing good ball? I mean, he's not playing normal. AKA Eric. Two-point conversion. Josh Allen threw one of the worst passes I've ever seen. He should have made that pass. And they should have won the game on the 2-point conversion. It makes me sad. But, like, can we lock it in? But I just don't know. I don't know with the Bills. And it's like the same with the Ravens. I don't know. I don't know where we're at. Finkel is einborn. Finkel is einhorn. Who let David Goldman stay in here? He has never beaten the Eagles. Well, if there was a year to beat the Eagles, it would be this year. The Eagles are not... I'm not trying to say the Bills are impressive, but the Eagles are not impressive this year. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if the Bills choke, the Eagles choke, everyone chokes. It's going to be... I'm thinking like Seahawks have a good chance. The Patriots have a good chance. I think the Steelers have zero chance. I think the Steelers have 1% chance. Well, the Steelers are playing the Ravens. I think the Steelers have 20%. I think the Ravens have 60%. Just because I think they're going to beat the Steelers, but then suck. I think they're going to beat the Steelers and then lose. Like, they're not good. The Steelers aren't good. The Ravens aren't good. Like, they're not going to the Super Bowl. They don't deserve to be there. The Eagles don't deserve to be there. I really don't know. I'm not going to give my guesses yet. But the teams that wouldn't surprise me to be in the Super Bowl so far, right now. Patriots. Yeah, Patriots. I think the Patriots have a good chance. Like, they're doing too good. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Oh, he's a new quarterback. It does not matter. They have a great chance. Panthers, Bucks, zero chance. Steelers, Ravens, I think are low. Seahawks, I think it could go between Seahawks, Patriots, 49ers. Who else is doing good? I'm thinking of last games. Man, not the 49ers. I don't think they're going to go. I think the Seahawks are going to go before the 49ers. I think the 49ers. Rams, Broncos. Okay. Rams, I think they're choking. I think they've been choking, bro. Oh, shit, I forgot about the Texans. Texans, too. Okay. I think the Rams, Stafford is on the docket for... okay, let me get these bones off the thing. I think Matt Stafford was on the docket for MVP. I don't think he is. And I think they're choking hard. We'll see. We'll see how they play. But I think so far they're choking in the playoffs. Like, you can't go to this point in the season and then choke. You can't do it. So that's where they're at, to me. Texans. I liked the Texans last year. They looked good. They choked last year. I would love for the Texans to, show up. I am cool with the Texans. I would love the Texans. I love CJ Stroud. Let's go. Broncos. Dude, I have not been on the Broncos train at all. There's no way that they've won this many games. Zero chance. They remind me of last year's Chiefs. I mean, they are barely winning any games. By the cusp of their balls, they're winning these games. If they win, I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying, like, you don't belong here, dude. So, they got a lot to prove to me still. I don't think they're as good as people think they are. They haven't won a dominant game the entire season. That is not a good football team. If you can't beat someone's ass, you're not a good football team. If you're barely beating the Jets by like a field goal, you're not a good football team. I mean, it's just ridiculous. They are just lucking out. And you know what? If they show up to the playoffs and they whip ass, then I'll shut up. But until then, I won't. They have not been a good team. They have been a mediocre team that has won every game. So there's that. You got to be realistic. The Bills, mediocre. Lucky if they ever win them. I don't think they're going to win. Ravens, there's no way. I mean, they've been mediocre. Like, you can't be mediocre and then all of a sudden be awesome in the playoffs. Like, Patriots 49ers for the Super Bowl, that would make sense. Those are very good very good teams. I don't know. The Bears looking good. Bears are looking really good. The Packers are done. They're not going. Packers are not going. Let me pull up the app. So yeah, Carolina plays Tampa Bay. It's a shit show. We haven't talked about the Jacksonville Jaguars. Them mother effers are going. They going all the way. Like, Trevor Lawrence is playing like, I don't know what kind of crack he started smoking, but he's smoking the right stuff. The Jaguars, I wouldn't put it past, like, I think the Jaguars are in the running for, like, Super Bowl. To be honest. The Eagles, my issue with the Eagles is they suck ass. I think they get lucky. I think the Eagles are... I wouldn't be shocked if the Eagles go back, but they're not good. If the Eagles go back, it would require a lot of teams to choke this year. But then again, who are we looking at? The Jaguars? They choking. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have all of the ability to choke. I just don't think the Eagles are going back. They're not that good. They are the worst second half team on the planet. They're terrible. The Eagles are terrible. They're lucky they're in a shit division because they choke half of the games they play. I would not like to see as a fan of football, I would not like to see the Eagles play. They do not deserve to be there. I would much rather some other team, and like, I would like the Jaguars to go to the Super Bowl over the freaking Eagles. That is just a shit team. This year is terrible. G time. Eagles will go for sure. I. Do you think they deserve to be there though? Come on. They don't deserve to be there. If their run game was going, the Eagles would be real though. I don't know, dude. I think the Eagles are in a weird spot right now. I think after let me make my prediction. They had one of the best years of all time. This year they've struggled. I guarantee you next year they're going to be ass. They're going to be terrible. There's no way. They're going to be I mean, I say ass. They're going to be like 9-10 wins. They're going to be mediocre. They're going to be just middle of the pack. They won't make the playoffs. Well, I don't know. Who's in their division? They're lucky to be with some pretty shitty people. They're just not good this year. The last game they played, they scored 0 points in the last two quarters. You're telling me that's the team who needs to go to the Super Bowl? They can't even score 3? Dumb. They're not worthy. Not worthy. All right. Who won the Super Bowl last year? G time. I'm just kidding, bro. The Eagle. Oh. I don't know who did win the Super Bowl. G Time 151 might be new here, so we can't talk that much crap. Ooh. Come on, okay, G Time, okay, come on. There's no way you thinking the Eagles going to the Super Bowl this year. There's no way. No way. They don't deserve it. But then again, all that matters, I guess, is in the playoffs. We'll see. They've been playing better. But like the whole season, they've sucked ass. Like, I wouldn't give them Super Bowl chances at all, but they've been playing better recently. But then again, at the end of the day, all that matters is the playoffs. So they might. I don't know. I think the other teams are just much better. Like, I think the Patriots are playing better. The Seahawks are better. The 49ers are better. The Bears are better. Freaking the Browns aren't better. But they should be, and they will be. All right, guys. Love y'all. I'm out of here. I'm going to go sit on the couch. I'm going to go piss, and I love y'all. Welcome to the Bourbon Wrench. We talk football. We talk shit. And I